This is the How Is He Podcast, a deep dive into Carlo soccer with Podge and Papa, proudly sponsored by Curra Sports. Let's kick it off.
Welcome to episode 28 of the How Is He Podcast. Joined as always by my co-host Paul Papadoling.
Hello.
This week we will run through the latest results and fixtures. We have Podge versus Papa. We will also preview the upcoming live show on Friday the 18th. That is this Friday. Papa, how are we keeping this evening?
I'm great. Looking forward to Friday already.
Just the two of us?
Yeah. Just
not Friday, obviously. I knew you were going to sing that.
What did you know?
Because you can't help yourself. You just can't help yourself.
It's just the one.
You're a crooner. Your Carol's answer to
Dean Martin.
No, yeah, great, yeah. No, the other lad from Canada, what's his name, comes out at Christmas? Michael Bublé.
Michael Bubbles.
Your Carol's answer to Michael Bubbles, yeah. Brilliant. Results pop. Let's check in on the results.
Yep.
Let me see. I'll check my old phone. Okay, FAI Junior Cup. Gory Betsy Fakes 3-0. Was it 3? It's the one 3 in the website. It's 4. I was talking to Bobby. He said that Gory are clearly very good, and that Fakes missed a couple of chances, and you can't miss chances against them, against the calibre of a team of Gory Rangers. 2
penalties as well missed, wasn't there?
Was there?
I think.
He didn't say that, no. Maybe he did, I can't remember.
Maybe it could be another game. I think I'm nearly sure it was that game.
Fort Celtic, 3 Bagnallstown 0. Was that hardly a walkover, was it?
I don't think so, no. It was a 3-0. Yeah.
That was a walkover.
That was a walkover, yeah. That was given early on Saturday or Friday, I think.
Friday.
Yeah. About that.
Thomastown, sorry, go on.
No, just said it's a pity. It's just like you want to be playing games this time of year. It's
the time you get. Do you know, just to change it up a bit, Papa, do you know, say this time of year you've signed 4 or 5 players.
Yeah.
Like, it'll take them 7 games, 8 games to get in, to get right and get into it. And so these outside competitions are absolutely ideal for this.
But they're brilliant for that to start them in.
Brilliant.
Because you want to chance them in the league, but you also you want the 3 points as well.
100%.
You know what I mean? So not that you don't trust them, but you want to get them sharp and up to pace and the system you want to play and what you want them to do on and off the ball. And it's hard to do that in a league game. When there's a bit of pressure on it as a local.
When there's more on the line.
Where an outside competition is like, you don't really, not that you don't really mind losing, but if you lose at the end of the world, sort of, until you get a certain stage in the competition, you're like, hold on, have a second, let's have a proper go here now.
Yeah, but you're hoping at that point you're after Christmas, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
If you're in them competitions after Christmas, I think it's brilliant.
You're thinking about it then. You're approaching them with the proper attitude.
Thomastown 6, Dolman 0. Big ask for Dolman to go down there. Good side, Thomastown. I didn't hear anything about. Did you?
No, just seen the result. That's all.
Vale 3, Pats 4. Seen the game. Vale opened the scoring. Lee Conor super header from a corner kick. We equalised from a corner kick. We then went 3-1 up. Scored very good goals, but Vale fought Papa like lions. They left it all out on the pitch. I mean, I even said this, they actually battered us. I wouldn't say for football, but just physically. No, I don't even think hunger. They were so hungry. Like, it's clear, Billy's a fair motivator. Like, they were extremely hungry. Charlie Nolan never stopped. Lee Conor never stopped. He had to come off. Jason Daly was in the team. Cormac O'Hara, I think, was one of the fullbacks. Pádraig Nolan. Like, they will be okay. Smithers to come back in there as well. Martin Bridget to come back in there as well.
Smithers is the one, isn't he?
But they were good. Like, I was delighted to get out there beating them. And I'll tell you what else, I'm quite glad we're out there in the league. We played them in the league.
Done, haven't you?
Yeah, I wouldn't fancy going down there now in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Because they're hardy out. You couldn't. And you know what? There's phases there where they'll blitz you. They'll get it down. And
they played good soccer last year. Yeah.
Like, they're a good side. I'm glad we came out with a result, and I'm even more glad we haven't got to go back down there for a league match. Good. To be honest with you. You had a great win, 4-0.
Yeah, really good game. Tried to set the tempo like we did last week against Killeshin. A little bit slower to start this time. And a fantastic finish from Jesus Christ, from 20 yards at a really tight angle from Aaron.
Where is he on the left, Papa?
I'm not telling you that.
What do you mean?
I know he's not. Well, he actually scored from the right.
He played the
this
left.
Time he rotates, but it's mostly on the left. But this time we were on the break, and we were breaking with the ball, obviously, and he just ended up on the right-hand side. And it deflected to him about 30 yards out, and he took a touch. And I was like, Jesus, he's going to cross it. But Roland Sandy was in at the back post in a brilliant position after making a great run. And he shot from 20 yards, at an angle. It was gone past the goalkeeper before it hit the side net, and then some finish now. Like, I knew when I seen Graham Blaney standing, he was like, I said, Graham approves this lad's good, you know. He got the second then as well. It was 1-0 at half time. Ballon were short a few players, but they did really well, and it was right into the game until the second goal, and started knocking stuffing out of them then. Aaron at the second one, and then we just sort of seen it out then. We got Aaron's goal, and then Scott Dunn came off the bench and got the third one really quick. And
he's a devil for a goal, isn't he, Scott?
Yeah, he's just, when he's in the box, he's a good finisher. It's just to get him in the right position. He's still learning, Pod, you know. He's like from youth Division 2 to playing up front in a Premier side.
What's the story with Graham?
Oh, sure, he's just rehabilitation. Yeah.
Will he get any time out at all, do you think?
Oh, I will, yeah, eventually, but I'm not rushing him.
Yeah.
No, I want to get him back and back right. He's that important, like.
Yeah.
You know, he's up training. He's just training. He's gone now. And last week he played the match with us in the training, like the 5v5v5.
Yeah.
He's doing that, kicking the ball, but he's not his usual self in regards of physical wise going in and tackles or anything like that. Where if he lost the ball, he'd go after you like a lunatic. But he knows himself. But look, he's doing the rehabilitation. He's moving well, and hopefully. We're not even going to put a date on the patch, but when he tells me he's ready, we'll give him a few minutes.
Well, I think you're smart enough to know how to treat a player anyway.
Yeah, well, sure.
And the player will tell you.
Well, he knows this time it's like he wants to come back because he's eager to get into the team. He sees them, and there's a lot of hunger and a lot of young lads in the team.
Yeah.
And then sure, I brought on Hulton again on Sunday, and Hulton's got a great goal from 25 yards in the bottom corner. Great finish. Good player, big strong chap. Yeah, he's just like, it's so long since he played soccer. He's still learning how to. Yeah, that's 2 half an hours you have to get him, which is great for him. Yeah. So we've Newbridge Sunday, and I'll start him Sunday.
What Newbridge team is that?
It's Newbridge Town, Patch.
So it's the Leinster Senior League side?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Another clean sheet for you, though, Pop.
Yeah. Look, Ben made a couple of saves. Great defending by Kevin Power and Adam McCarron has been fantastic as a parent. It was Adam Nolan and Adam McCarron, but Adam is missing a couple of weekends. So Kevin goes from right back. Kevin slots anywhere across the back line.
Good player as well, yeah.
Just simple defender, basically, Patch, and done really well. He slots in there. 7 goals scored, none conceded, which is a great comeback in the Carlow League.
Yeah.
No matter who you're playing.
Absolutely.
You know, so
for sure.
2 good wins. Happy out.
Mill Celtic in Division 1. Mill Celtic versus Slaney 3-0. In the Division 2, Castle Rangers 5, Norwalk B1, Crettyard B1, Parkville B1, Phoenix 3, it's Phoenix B3 in Bottinglass Town.
See Keane Lawler playing for Phoenix B.
Scored, yeah?
Yeah.
What a soccer player, by the way. Absolute fantastic soccer player.
In second division.
Well, look, he loves his guy. You know, I'm sure as soon as Greg come calling, he'll be. He'll head back there. And look, sure, that's his decision as well, isn't it? But he's a great example of someone who would walk into any team in Carlow.
He would, yeah. He's a good player. You know, strong chap too.
Very good.
Athletic.
Yeah. In Division 3, Wolf Hillba, Hanover B 4-1 Pop.
Yeah, my brother was up at it. But he was obviously managing. He was there, and like loads of new faces for Hanover. 18 lads there. Great.
For Hanover?
Yeah, great to see. And a few to come back in, you know. I think if a couple of 35s are interested in playing a bit. So
brilliant.
So look, we'll see. But past it, there wasn't a couple of individual mistakes. It wasn't a 4-1 game. But maybe he said Wolf Hill might have just edged it, maybe, but definitely not 4-1. I just won it. But
it's their first team, Papa. This is what you're saying about the reserve thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like if that's a reserve thing there, okay, you have your 18 players, but you sprinkle 1 or 2 of your lads didn't get a full game.
Yeah. 2 lads on Sunday didn't get any game.
But you know what I mean? You sprinkle them in that. Not saying that they're going to go and take lads' places, but they're going to go in and get game time of a Sunday without worrying about tying them down or restricting them or anything like that. Do you know what
difference,
I mean?
Yeah,
that's what I think a reserve.
And look, Paz has been struggling to get them training. Like he's trying to get them up.
Not trying together, no?
At the start you would, but not. No. I like pulling the A team when the numbers are right.
Would you? Yeah.
Would you? Yeah. Like, well, it's different, Podge, in your place. You have a full pitch. We don't have a full pitch to do. Like a full Astro.
Yeah.
Like full Astro, you could do a game at the end of it or whatever, but on the pitch you can turn on the lights there, but in the plots and the small pitch, and you can play a game. But the A against the B wouldn't be much of a game, I don't think, at the moment.
Okay.
So, I think, look, you have to train them at the start together to have numbers wise.
Yeah.
to get the running and the fitness in. But no, look, I was delighted with them. So would feel as they deserved it, but not on a 4-1. But that's the way it goes. Took their chances.
Bagnallstown B 1, Nerneyville 0. Ballymurphy B. What's wrong with me? Frog trot.
Soccer.
2-1-1-2. That's better. No, we're back. We're live. Ballymurphy B 2, Collection B 1, Joseph's 1, Burn Celtic B 3. In the ladies, I think I missed the ladies game. Did I on Friday night? Oh no, I didn't. I'm going back down through them on Saturday. You're working the reverse, you idiot. Nerneyville 0, Cretty R 5 in the ladies. New Park 2, Ballymurphy 0. That's a big ladies league.
Yeah. Yard always have a strong team in that,
don't they? New Park are back from Kilkenny. Ballymurphy won the cup last year, nearly sure.
Yeah.
It's an 8-team league, Pop.
Fair play.
It's an 8-team league. Parkville, where am I? So I don't know how we have been found out what this crack yet, you know that. In the youths,
that's fun, Podge.
in the youths league, Bagnallstown Bet Collection 1-0, Cretty R 3, St. Felix 1. In Division 2, Parkville 4, Bagnallstown 2. In the FA Junior Cup, Arklow Town 0, Parkville 1.
That's a good win, isn't it?
Yeah, I did look into it. It's Arklow Sunday side. It's not their LSL side.
Right.
No, that's not to say they wouldn't have Leinster Senior League lads playing for them.
Of course, yeah.
You
wouldn't know them really, would you?
But no, exactly, you wouldn't know it. But it was a good win. In the Youths Ladies League, and its very first weekend, St. Felix 2, Ballymurphy 6. And in the 35 seniors, these are Saturday games. Pats 5, Joseph's 2. That was in St. Joseph's.
That's another cup final in that as well.
Yeah, Pats in 2 cup finals, yeah.
Who's in the goals, Badge?
Who's in the goal?
No, who scored the goals?
I'm not sure. It's in one of the groups there. I think Flinner got one. I think Maguire is back and scored.
Is he?
I think.
We're back for the cup finals.
Yeah, he's back, yeah. We can rebuild you. He's an iron lung.
If you build it, he will come.
Friday night, I was out with this game Friday night. Collection 2, Cretty R 4. Right. Cretty R will be very close. There is no doubt. A little disappointed in Collection. Changed their shit. Like, the game went 1-0, Cretty R 1-all, 2-1, Cretty R 2-all.
Early, really early, wasn't it?
In about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Lowry scored 2 absolute peaches of free kicks. No, I wouldn't say Matt would be delighted with you know, but they did move, do you know what I mean? And they were that awkward height for a keeper to save, like. But 2 peaches of free kicks.
He's very good at them, isn't he?
Yeah, brilliant. And they were over 20 yards out as well. But Cretty Yard, the 3 lads in midfield for Cretty Yard is as good as I've seen. Ryan Byrne, Ozzy, and just forgive me, I'm not good at names, lads. What's the other chap in midfield? Ryan, Ozzy, I can't think of the other chap's name. But the 3 of them are absolutely excellent.
They're at it, are they?
They're at it, Papa. Do you know what it is? That, like, the back 3 probably go back to front a fair bit. And the 2 lads up front are so busy that's nearly hard for a centre half to go and win a ball because you're worried about leaving a Regan Dorn or a Jamie alone. So when the ball breaks, then you have Ozzy on it, you have Ryan on it. Anto could pick it up on one side, James Down on the other side. And if it's in the final third of the pitch, they are going to hurt you. Like, they're good. Now, as I said, I thought Collection were matching them at 2-all, but they changed the shape. They changed the shape twice or 3 times. I think they finished with Diamond in the middle. Like, I expected more. After equalising at 2-all, I expected more out of them.
Still in the game, yeah.
Yeah, we're still in the game. I expected them just to kick on a little bit more. Because I watched them play against us, and again, they came in against us and they were ferocious. I just kind of felt that they went out in a whimper. Do you know? I can't believe I can't think of the other chap's name. I'm absolutely... What was the other midfielder for Criard?
I can't think. Who was there against New York that day? I only seen him once against New York. That's the only
Brady.
Oh, Jack. Yeah, Jack, yeah.
Yeah, Jack, Ozzy, and the other lad. Like, they're Jesus, they're good. Very, very good. I think they're better than that, more depth than last year, and I think they're going to be very, very hard bet.
Squad wise, yeah.
Like, they're everyone knows how to play, Pop.
Craig was back, was he?
Craig was back.
Mikey back?
No.
Mikey wasn't there?
No. Craig is very good. Craig was very good. Excellent. But they play a 3 at the back, and that's their platform, and there's no secret about it that they play a 3 at the back. And they're still going to put away teams, like, do you know? In the Ladies' League on the same night, St. Pat's won, Parkville 3. St. Pat's obviously league champions going to that. I know they're missing a few as well. I was talking to a couple of their players and they said they were missing a few and they're hoping to get them back over the next couple of weeks.
Right.
I think that wraps it up then, Papa, going from Sunday all the way down to Friday. And that's it for this week, so we'll wrap it up there. No one laughing, Papa. No laughter, wouldn't. Do you know what I mean?
No, it wasn't funny, Badge.
All right,
I only laugh at things that's funny, you know.
Fair point, well made.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Your funny's first cousin, not funny.
Spa.
Go ahead.
I was looking at. So I can't get the games, right? So I go on the app.
Yeah.
And look at the Connect app.
Yeah.
And there's some teams that are brilliant at this Connect app that will use it and put in teams. Why don't you put up your team on the FA Connect?
Oh, Hanover?
Yeah.
I text Lavinia McCarran, who does it, last year.
Yeah.
And I said, if I send you on the match sheet, will you put it up for me from this Sunday on? So I did. So I sent it on to her and she goes, someone must have changed the login. She couldn't log into it.
Ah, okay.
So, but we will be using it, don't worry.
No, because I think it's going to, there'll be research on this today. I spoke to Brian Riley about 7:15 this morning. He texted me back straight away. I couldn't believe it. But he was saying that the teams are going to go up on it eventually because the match cards get sent in to the league and they go up on it eventually. So I just don't understand why the tool hasn't been used. Like we used it all last year. Man,
because it's very good as well when you see a player in red.
Yeah.
Oh no, just pull him. He's not right. He's suspended or
yeah. Okay.
You know, just does that. But I actually played golf with Dotsie O'Shea on Sunday.
All right.
And he loves it. He's obsessed by it.
Yeah.
He goes in and watches all the other games. Like he said, just North End beat Evergreen 2-1 in the FAI and seeing the team. But he said also you can go in and click on the player.
Yeah. It's unbelievable, man.
So he looked at Dean Kelly's one. The stats is like crazy.
Yeah.
The assists and goals and like he loves all that. And he was like, "Jesus, I must start doing it myself now. Just look at. I don't know whether I look at players, but I'd look at lineups maybe."
Oh, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
It's a great app.
It's a savage tool, man.
Yeah, it's a great app.
It's an absolute savage tool, and I would definitely encourage clubs and teams to start using it. Like, if you're not using it, this is what I'm trying to get at with you, right? If you're not using it because of a privacy thing, and I don't want anyone to know who's playing,
no,
they're going to be on it anyway.
Yeah, no, it's not that. And I tell you what, I'll find it really good for Podge. Obviously, I do the Oscar trainers with Gavin.
Yeah.
Nice to see the squad players are playing and starting.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're going in, you're picking a square. Just I wonder. Like you'll always have. I always had 7. I know 7 is going to start in the first game in the Oscar trainers, but 4 or 5 lads are on the fringe. But if you look at that and say, Jez will start Podge Daly, he started.
Yeah.
Over Papa Dolan, who's a sub. Oh, he's playing. Papa's not. I start him. That's where the app is at an advantage. Where if everybody's on it, but. No, we will. Like, it wasn't a secret thing. It was just the little Lavinia couldn't log in.
No, you're not. To be fair, you're not the only ones. Right? You're not the only ones.
Yeah, I wish everybody would do it.
I think if everyone done it, apart from what like this podcast and other podcasts and local papers do for the game, like that would do even more. I think. Yeah,
but for many people go in. I do it on my phone.
You can put a notification on the Connect and everything.
Yeah, but you go to Foot Mob, which is the app I use for. Just give me your throw patch.
Yeah.
For the soccer, like the Liverpool or whoever's playing, or whoever's like if Chelsea are playing, something like that. Look at the lineup. Look at the subs. Who came off? Who came on? It's very similar to that.
It's the same as it.
It's the very same thing. Just like not.
But it's good. It's great for networking place. Like I work with a chap down in Kilkenny, and he often texts me of a Sunday. Oh, you're one up there, I see.
Yeah.
Like he wouldn't have any insight into Carroll soccer at all.
Yeah. I remember last year.
Ian Ryan, I'll give you a shout out there. I know you listen.
Yeah, I remember last year I was looking at we weren't involved in the league race, but New York were playing Collision, and Collision was on the app, but New York weren't on it. So it was up Collision 2 and New York 0. That was it. Because New York had no input into it, but it was actually 2-2 in the game.
Yeah. So that happened. That was
just Collision bet New York, but it was actually 2-2 on the night. But.
So that was the night that G played Ulster as well. We were winning 1-0, and I was checking the app and we were 1 up.
Another 1-1 was a Podge.
Yeah, another 1 all. It was the only 1 all ever in junior soccer. Though, or a spa. Bobby's a spa as well. But that I thought, I was like, no, 1 up, nice one. Jeez, we're nearly hosing home here, 1 up. And then I seen the final 1 and I was like, oh no. Then I got, no, it was 1 all, but you're on the app because you weren't on it.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's a great tool. I think it's, Jesus, do you know what? It's the future.
Well, sure. Yeah, it's pen and paper will be gone, won't it?
Yeah. I want to do a shout out, Papa.
Talk to me.
Jamie Kavanagh, Kelvin Corcoran playing with Emerald FC in Australia 2 weekends ago. I do apologise for the late shout out, Jamie. He contacted me on Instagram to say give the boys a shout out. Kelvin Corcoran, a great St. Pat's man. He loved me saying that. And Jamie, obviously, Strefford. And Gaffney is with them as well. But he's on a different team over there, but it's the same club. 3 boys over there repping Carlo over in Australia.
They win something.
They won a double, yeah.
They won a double,
yeah.
Fair play, lads.
It was, I think it's a reserve league, or it's equivalent to junior soccer over here anyway. It's
right.
Emerald FC. I presume I think they're all Irish on it, but fair play to them. I want to say congratulations to them. Kelvin, it's probably your first double since you were with St. Pat's, my old friend. Papa, do you have anything? Do you want to ask me anything like that? Any questions? It's a bit of an old throw together one tonight, isn't it?
Well, no, it's just
concentrate on the live show.
Different, you know. We say we'll come on and give a brief on the live show. So
yeah,
let's do that.
Okay. Live show is Friday.
Looking forward to it.
Are you looking forward?
I am. I really am. Like,
why are you looking forward to it?
Because it just I actually love doing this podcast.
Do you?
I really do. I love it. I love doing it. I love coming in. I enjoy it as much as I love, as much as I like coaching Hanover. Is that
because of it's like most of the feedback is positive? We genuinely haven't got negative comments. Like,
I got 1 or 2.
Did you? Who were
I was just an idiot, really.
Jerks.
Yeah, but
it does make it a lot easier, doesn't it? Like when you kind of have no trolls and.
Sure, it's great. Like I be around the town a lot more than you be around the town regarding working.
If you won't let me out, sure.
Yeah. But people just love the podcast, and it's great to hear that 2 lads just decided to do this.
Yeah.
And to have the downloads that we've had.
But that's what I think we're in.
It's crazy, and then the feedback is 95% of it is positive.
Yeah.
Like it's not 70%.
Oh, no, not every. But I think we understand everyone's not going to like it, right?
Yeah.
But I think we put ourselves in a place, Papa. And it's okay to kind of talk about this because we're kind of building towards a live show, which is something I never thought I'd ever do my whole life, right? But we're probably in a space where we're not overly viral. Like we're in the 12 to 1300s like plateau a week.
Yeah.
We're nearly at 30,000 downloads altogether in 20 something, you know, or more. I don't really check it, but more. So like, I mean, we're probably in a position where it's grand. Like I don't know where we would go if it got any bigger. I'm not telling people not to listen, right?
No.
That's a stupid statement, but you know what I mean? Like, where does it become, like obviously you're coaching and managing, I'm doing a bit of coaching. As at the minute I can't go to games as it is because life gets in the way of that for me. But like, I often wonder, like, if this gets any fucking bigger, like, am I going to have to stop something? Do you know what I mean?
Stop working.
Take a year out. Am I going to have to go to Dawes? Fuck's sake.
2 Johnnies are being overtaken by the 2 P's.
2 P's in the podcast, boy. 2 P's in the podcast, sorry. No, but you know what I mean? And, and like, kind of relaying back to you're looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. But there's also grey area we're going into the complete unknown.
Yeah. Like, I've spoken in front of people many times, but not like this, not presenting a show.
Yeah.
Like, I had to make a speech in front of loads of people.
Yeah, done it myself.
Whatever, which is no problem.
Yeah.
I'd find it easy to speak in front of people. Whether it's 5 people or 5,000, it wouldn't really bother me.
Yeah.
But it's just, this is on us, like.
Yeah.
You know, so I wouldn't say a little bit of added pressure. I'd say, look, I just really hope it goes well. We're after doing prep on it. The venue with Scraggs looks ideal for what we have. We've sold out the tickets really quick, which is a really good sign. And a few people can't go, and their tickets are being resold immediately.
Yeah.
So it just shows you we could have sold more maybe if we let it go for longer. But look, who's to say, Podge?
Yeah, well,
we're going into the unknown on Friday, but hopefully it goes well, and we can get a bigger show in a bigger venue, maybe, or with more guests down the line. next year.
Yeah, look, it's. I think. Well, the first thing you have to be is humble. I think the second thing you have to do is realise who put you in the position to be able to put a live show on, right? Because if we done episode 1 and then said let's go to a live show,
yeah,
do you know what I mean? You'd hold it in a confession box. Their minds scrags, like, do you know what I mean?
Would, yeah.
But it's like it's been asked for.
And the feedback is like people have asked us, you should do a live show. You should do a live show. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, that was in 10 or 12 episodes in, but the more it went on, like the feedback from Anthony's story last week is absolutely phenomenal.
I've said the word Netflix documentary a few times, but he genuinely pulled on our listeners' heartstrings.
Oh, sure.
Like if you had a glass eye, you'd cry listening to that.
You would, yeah. It's like to be asked a question like you asked a fantastic question. Like what? Like just to break it down, and he lived his dream for 4 weeks, but then made a stupid decision in the machine to try to pull a tail packet of it, and his football career was over in a second.
Yeah.
And then the question you asked him, what's the biggest thing? And you said, like, was it the whole thing of the arm? He said all his bones in his arms been crushed. He's lying in 12 hours in a machine, peeled the top of an ambulance off. 4 lads going down in the back of an ambulance, firemen changing it all over. Do you know what I mean? Another bone sticking into his ribs, close to death. What was worse? All that after happened to you, or the regret, and I was joining West Ham, or the regret of joining West Ham. It shows you what I meant to him.
But like that wasn't the question, because you know when you're doing this, and by no means am I a presenter or whatever, claim to be a presenter or a good presenter at that. Probably a bad one, absolutely. But as I said to you before, Papa, the best questions we have for these guests aren't the ones in the book.
No, you have your questions in the book, and that's sort of a guideline to what.
But like
what we ask, you know, like I don't come in with anything. You come in with your 5 or 6 questions, but as you said, the questions you ask or that I ask, they're not wrote down. It's just off the cuff that you feel is right at the time when you're after hearing something that someone said.
But you listen to is like the reason I asked that is because you're listening to him, right? And you're looking at him, you're looking at his body language, and you know he's emotionally on the edge.
Yeah.
But on my heart and soul, I knew he was going to say the rejection from West Ham was worse than him nearly losing his arm. And I don't know why I knew that.
Yeah.
But I just knew he was going to say it.
It was tough, I have to be honest. It was.
The feedback is like nothing I've ever gotten, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you. It's like nothing I've ever gotten. About anything I've ever done.
A lot of people text
me. About anything I've ever done, Papa.
The story is fantastic, but he also said, will you send me a picture of him? I don't know what he looks like.
Yeah.
And I said, you'll see him running up to O'Brien Road or out Oak Park or out the main Castle Dermot Road. He just runs and runs. Like he's the Forrest Gump of Ireland. Do you know what I mean? He just runs.
But they wanted to know more. That's the fascinating thing I got. And I mentioned this lad's name the whole time on here. Badger. He loves it. He said to me, why didn't you ask about the conversation you had with the doctor? And the doctor thought, you don't even think of it at the time. Like you're
there's so many questions to ask. Like that was if you asked him everything, that was a 4-hour episode with him alone, without doing any results, any fixtures, anything like that.
Unbelievable.
And you would have been entertained for the 4 hours.
Yeah.
You know, because being honest, I'd say there's a lot more to tell.
Yeah, look, it could be a part 2. When we have no listeners, we'll get him on for part 2, and that should bump us up there a little bit. Anything else about the live show, Pop?
Look, we have.
What can people expect?
Sarcasm.
To the highest degree. It's just from you alone.
Yeah, I could slaughter you here on Friday night.
Slaughter me?
Yeah, I could slaughter you.
I'll slaughter you back in 2 seconds.
No, you're not sharp enough.
Me and you'll be giving out to each other, and people will be walking out and everything, so we'll just be there hammering each other like Wimbledon centre court.
Yeah.
Bjorn Borg and fucking Steffi Graf or someone, I don't know. But yeah,
you have to be humble and see what the feedback people are giving us is fantastic, and what it means the world to me personally. Like that people show up to watch two local lads talking about a podcast, and to have a guest like we have in, which is a really, really good guest, you know, and it's going to be good. It's just what we do. It's just two lads having a conversation, and that's what it won't be formal or anything like that. We're not going to the after the wedding or anything.
No,
but it'll be just a bit of crack. Hope everybody enjoys it, and to have them coming along into Scraggs to watch me and you is just very humbling, being honest.
Well, it's
and to sell the tickets out in 3 or 4 days.
It's crazy.
We could have sold more.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Look, we're happy what we have Friday night.
Yeah, and look, it's and this isn't.
We can say our first show is a sellout, Podge.
but there's no doubt that this is a filler episode for that reason, right? Because we are doing a lot of work on preparing the live show, and we wouldn't have been able to prep. I know this sounds stupid, but me and you have jobs. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. We wouldn't have been able to prep a guest this week and the live show. It wouldn't have been feasible from a time position. But the idea is this, lads, right? So the live show, how it's going to run. We're going to open, myself and Papa will open it, obviously. We're going to have a little Q&A from the audience. So I would ask you to send in your questions into the socials for me and Papa for the Q&A. If you don't send us in questions, we'll make up questions. We'll pretend that people send them in. Also, obviously, as mentioned, the guest is Shane Keegan. Just a bit of background on Shane. Rathdowney man, Laois man.
Yeah.
Currently the development officer or head coach in Laois GA. I'm not sure the role, but he's up there. He was with FC Carlow. He got Wexford
super
promoted.
CV, hasn't he?
Unbelievable. Wexford promoted to the Premier. I think he could have went to Galway. He was in with Dundalk when they were on the Champions League run. He won the President's Cup with them. He was in with Cove and many other places as well. I think he actually done a stint at Portlaoise. I think he done a stint at Portlaoise Leinster Senior League side as well, and I think he could have won a few bits with them.
No matter where you go in Ireland, Podge, you'd know him if you're into soccer.
Oh well, look, the fact that he's obviously he's best known for his media work now.
Yeah,
like he does the news talk.
That's his thing, isn't it?
Yeah, he's the Friday night news talk, and we're very grateful he's coming on because he's kind of given that up to come to us as well.
Fair play.
Do you know? So look, we need questions for him as well. So send in your questions for him. If you're going, obviously, you can ask them on the night, or I prefer you send them in before. But if you're not going to the podcast, you can't make it, you can get a ticket, and you want something asked. Obviously, it's going to be recorded. We will release the episode. Just send us in whatever questions you want to ask. But I'll put all that up on the socials. Then we're going into a Papa versus the People segment.
You thought about that? I haven't a clue what you have here now.
Yeah. We're going to talk about all your court cases down through the years against the public.
I won them all.
For indecent exposure.
Me and Larry Flint.
Yeah. So we need contestants for this.
How many?
I think we'll need 3 contestants. So it's
So it's 3 of them against me at one go or individually?
No, individually. So it's going to be 15 questions. So 3 5s, right? The topic is extremely specific topic. It can go 2 ways. It can be quite boring and we're going to empty scrags. Or people are going to be like, oh Jesus, that's quite interesting. Right? It's on, and I'm on the border. I've one foot on interest in myself and I've one foot on this is garbage. Right? So what's going to be?
I haven't a clue about this now, by the way.
No, you don't. So how could it be cheating?
Yeah.
There will be prizes for the winners. Okay.
Right, okay.
If you don't beat Papa, don't get a prize on.
Will I get a prize if I win?
No.
Just give it back to the crowd.
Yeah, we'll do something else with it. Yeah. One of them is like the big book of vouchers for McDonald's, free Big Mac with large drink. One of them is that. Actually, all the prizes are that. Yeah, so we need to get contestants.
Good, yeah. I'm sure that, look, I have a couple of friends going, Jesus, would they challenge me?
You need to play within.
Yeah.
To face.
But Phil Lean have it. No, Phil Lean might be there, will he?
Papa versus the People, right? We need a contestant. 3 contestants that if you want a chance to put yourself and your Carlow soccer knowledge against the beautiful mind of Carlow soccer himself, Papa Dolan.
Jeez, you could easily win here.
Right, so just send us a message on the socials if you want to do that. I'll put that up as well if you want to ask about it. We'll get all that crack in. 3 guests. I want you to reply to the message and tell me why you should be going up against Papa.
Yeah.
You have a beef with him. He bet you around the golf. He stole your girl. No, whoever it could be, I'm joking. Whoever it could be, right?
Jesus Christ.
Whoever he stole your man, whoever it could be, stole your car, stole your bike, whoever it could be, right? Let us know why, and we'll get you up on the stage in the night, and we'll do it. And then we're going to end the show, Papa, nice and simply with a good old fashioned giveaway, but there's a bit of a twist on it.
Yeah.
You'll find the twist out on the night. So look, that's...
We've spot prizes in place, don't we?
Yeah, we have vouchers. We have vouchers to give away. Yeah, I think all the prizes are actually vouchers. I'm sure. We have a jersey to give away. One of our jerseys, that is.
Our sponsors will be there on the night as well.
Sponsors will be there, yeah. A massive show with the Curra Sports. The boys have been brilliant to us. And a show as well to Kelly Auto Repair, who have been fantastic to us and came on board in a whim, and they've been excellent. At the end of the night, Papa's going to hang around and do autographs and pictures. If anyone's interested, tenner for both.
Could be anywhere with that.
Yeah.
I go crazy. I have a cup final the next day.
Oh, you do, don't you? 3 o'clock? At 3 o'clock. So if you finish 3 o'clock at night drinking, you 12 hours.
Yeah, that's all right.
You'll be grand, yeah.
I've done less.
We will hang around for a few drinks now as well.
100%, yeah.
A bit crack at. So that's the kind of plan, lads. We're looking for the run maybe for an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, when we have a bit of an interlude or something in the middle of it. The doors at Scragg's open at 7:30. And I think the event will probably start around 8 o'clock. You have to have your ticket. I can't reiterate enough, lads, that it's sold out, so you can't rock up there thinking that you're going to get in. You need a ticket.
Yeah.
And your ticket will be scanned going in. And that's the only way you're going to get into it. It's called, who's that?
It's going to be good crack, lads.
Yeah, no, look, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good. It's definitely untravelled waters, there's no doubt about that. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing in
just
life.
Just yourselves, Podge, that's it.
Yeah, I think I think that's what sells. And look, I think if lads can squeeze humour over it, or if lads can squeeze some information over it, like you have someone sitting down there like Shane Keegan, who is like me and you think me and you know football.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's someone
different level, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, sure, it's different gravy.
It's an encyclopedia.
Like, yeah, do you know? And I must have mentioned 50 times about his insight and preparation, and you know what he does in build up to the game.
Yeah, Graham was actually telling me a story about him. His prep is just sick. Like if we're playing Wexford playing Phil Harps, he'll drive to Finn Harps to watch them play a game and drive home.
Oh yeah, the same day.
Bother, like.
Yeah. Oh, he's often done that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like.
Yeah, we went down. We played Tralee. Remember that Tralee game? I thought about Quiggs flattening them, but we were training on the Thursday. He was down in Tralee on the Tuesday, watching them play. I think it was a practice game. Like he was down watching us, and he came back up the Thursday, and he had like.
But he's all in or nothing, isn't it, Patch?
Oh yeah, it's everything or it's not.
There's no half-hours job.
No. It's I'm kind of interested to know is how did he get into the FC Carlow role?
Yeah,
like you know where did they come from? I know at the time he was at FC Carlow. I think he done his A licence at FC Carlow. But nice to hear what he has to say about the Carlow players he coached. Yeah, that's what we're interested to know.
I'd like to see what's your feedback on him. What did you think? Where could he like? If I was sitting in the crowd, I'd have 10 questions for him.
Yeah,
I genuinely would have 10 questions of just I don't know, like not a stupid question like who's the best Carlow player you coached? Not like that. Like where do you think? Where did it go wrong? Why is FC Carlow still not going?
It's funny you say that, Papa.
Do you know?
It's one of the questions I might have prepared for him.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, but I would. I'd have 10 questions for him. Like he's, and you get an honest answer of him.
Yeah.
You know, you won't mollycoddle you like.
No.
You know, so he's a really good guest. I'm looking forward to him because he's well respected in the soccer game and all over Ireland.
Yeah.
In the League of Ireland, you can mention him. He could take any club in Ireland at this moment in time and do a job with them.
Oh, absolutely.
Any club in Ireland. But like when Shamrock Rovers, any one of them.
But like his time at Dundalk was because the man that didn't have his qualifications.
Yeah.
Like Shane was basically, you know.
Yeah.
He was the main man, like.
Yeah.
I actually also want to mention, while I think about it, me and you were sitting down here and said 2 P's in the podcast. But there's another man on the other side of the store that's helped a lot as well.
He's a top man, isn't he?
Yeah. You was on with Chris as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just want to say a massive thanks to him because he's the production maestro.
He's the brains, boys.
I can barely put a pot of noodle in the microwave. Do you know what I mean? There's your first mistake. Do you know what I mean? Who puts what? But you know, Chris is kind of.
You take them back out, it'd be still cold though.
yeah. Frozen pot noodles. Yeah. So I think the fact that you know he's on board with us there as well is brilliant, and he's going to be a massive help in the live show as well.
That'd be brilliant, Jan. You'll all get to meet Chris Friday night as well. Chris will be doing autographs as well, I think.
I know he's going to stay anonymous. He's not. I got to that mask, Chris. I have it in there for you. Wear it.
Right, I'll come in. Hold on. There's a new feature. Podge cooks noodles on the podcast.
Okay. Get out, will you?
Get out.
You know, don't put I did say you're a producer. You're not a presenter. Get out. But yeah, look, really looking forward to it, lads. I want to say thanks a million for your support in selling it out. It's been fantastic. Yeah. It's been something I'll never forget.
No, it's.
I don't even know. I actually feel sometimes a little bit embarrassed speaking about it. To be honest with you,
do you get embarrassed?
I do. I'm modest. I'm kind of modest that way. Yeah. But look, I'm absolutely thrilled it's sold out, and I just hope we have a fucking good night, and I hope people like it, or hope they enjoy it even. And then you don't know, the world's your oyster then.
Yeah. Well, look, no matter what happens, hopefully people will sing around and have a drink with them, and we'll all get around to say hello to every one of them and say thanks individually, if we can. I'd love if they would stick around, and just to say, listen, thanks for your support, because it really is humbling.
Oh yeah, it means a lot.
Two local lads who, we're obviously great friends, but two different clubs. Same attitude towards soccer. We just want to play good soccer and win.
Come here, Lily.
Talk to me, Goose.
Do you ever think we'll get a chance to work together again?
I'd love it.
Would you?
I'd love it, yeah. Yeah, I'd love... And you know what it is, Patch? It's not you coming to Hanover or me going to Pat's. I'd love to do a project.
Would you?
Yeah. How would I say a project? It's like... somewhere...
Are you talking about what I spoke about the other day?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'd love that.
I'd love that.
I think that'd be...
You mentioned it, yes. Going in as you doing your coaching and me doing me speaking, wherever way we work it, like we always did.
I don't know, lads, but here's an idea I had, right? It's called Project Podge and Papa. Right? P is brilliant, man. It goes with everything, do you know what I mean? P is just great. So basically what I'm saying is that myself and yourself approach a club who are, let's say, in Division 2 or Division 3 or whatever, that have been down under luck and probably haven't been in the positions where they should be. Former great club, whatever it is. And we win and we take them.
Imagine it.
And then we document it and see what we can do. I think it's a great idea.
You'd love to see what... I'd be...
Would you do it?
I'm not being cocky. I'd say I'd be confident that we'd improve them tenfold.
But we'd have to have a rule that we couldn't sign players. You'd have to work off what's currently there. You can't go and sign players.
Well, what players want to come back?
Oh yeah, if players came in, here's when we're training, arrive if you want to play.
Yeah.
But we can't go after players,
No, you can't bring players in the Premier down to Division 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, but if players that haven't played with that club in years, that were really well established players,
yeah,
and they want to come back, if whatever, let's have a chat about it.
Yeah, I think it could
your
be
eyes are lighting up here.
Yeah.
Look. No, I would. I'd love to. You're the first. I worked with Cooper with the Oscars. Cooper was sort of in control all the time. I just did the basic warm up, that's all, and then he did all the drills, so I was just watching. But you were the first one to sort of let me loose. I learned off you, and I'm humble enough to say that you've taught me so many things over the years when I coached you. Like the Kennedy Cup it's 3 years of your life.
Yeah.
Like I was doing juvenile Hanovers, senior Hanovers,
Kennedy
Cup, and then ended up with the Oscar trainer as well. Like one night a week I was home.
You couldn't do that now, Papa.
Mental. No. It's not good for you either, Patch.
No, it's not good for you.
I was playing a bit of 35, so that was my release, but Jesus Christ, that was some time consuming. I remember I was doing 2 sessions, and I was trying to fit 2 sessions. Can I do the juveniles Hanover and then set up for the first team? Oh my God, it was just nuts. But
that's crackers, man.
Yeah, it's crackers. Yeah, I was doing too much, but look, it is what it is. You got jiming out. But I said, going back to you, you're the first coach to let me loose in regards to let me do a couple of drills sometimes. Let proper take the session. And
you have to, Bob.
Yeah, no, every coach has to do it, but there's no point in doing it if you don't know what you're doing. Like, you're harming the players then, I think.
No, I think it's from...
I was confident enough to say I was able to do the drills, Patch.
Yeah.
But not at the standard that you were able to do it. But I used to love going in and playing. I remember the games out in the college. Robbie Kane was only a chap, Danny Dial. I jump in and play with them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I loved it, like zipping balls or whatever, just messing around with them.
But see when you're a coach and you have like, because you have to remember, like, I had to pick it up off someone. I didn't create this.
Yeah, I know
didn't
that.
invent the game.
Everybody learns.
So I always said that for someone's personal development, especially in coaching, right? No matter what you're coaching, there's nothing more upsets me that when you're doing a session and there's someone just standing looking and they're not interested or asking questions. No, it'd be different if it's a manager, he's going talking to players, he's talking to a club treasurer or whatever like that. Like, I'm lucky in Pats that you have like lads who genuinely Podge, what do we put down here? You know, what are we doing? What do you think? Well, like, I think you have to. You have to. If you want to progress, no matter where you are or where you get there, how far you want to go, you have to get your hands dirty.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You can't just be a statue, like.
No, you have to get. No, you have to roll up your sleeves.
Some managers like that. Some managers or coaches want to control everything, but that's extremely narcissistic. If you think you can control everything, because different varieties of spice life, man.
Yeah, no, I like even I've learned with. Like I said to you 2 years ago, I did Hanover on my own. It was the hardest year of my life, but my whole goal was to keep them up, and I kept them up.
Yeah.
I had to play myself to do it in some games, like. But that's my club. That's it. I had to wait for them.
Do you think you'll ever go back to that, Bob Hanover?
What do you mean?
Back to that level where they're in that position where they're fighting for their lives?
No. I think the juvenile setup is fantastic, and the coaches, what they're doing with the juveniles is fantastic. They're winning trophies every single season in the juveniles. It's just to feed them through at the right time.
That's the hardest job in football, Bob.
It's the hardest job because
it's the hardest job in football, man. I'm telling
a
you.
young lad who's meeting girls 16, 17 years of age, don't go out on Saturday night, you're playing with me Sunday morning. Some young lads would die for it. Some young was like, mate. Yeah. Then you're coming up rocking a drink or whatever it is if he's 18.
Yeah.
Can't start you there, but
no, it's
you know what I mean? It's hard. And it's not easy, but if you can get them buying into your project, you know, like I have from, I don't know who the oldest, Rob or Cottle, 36 or 7, the whole way down to Aaron at 16 in my squad.
That's brilliant.
Do you know, which is great, like. And there is other players come through. Like there's Leon Fitz is playing with that Hanover youth team. He's youth again next year. He plays everywhere across the back line, anywhere across the middle. He plays up front for that youth team. He can play anywhere. He's brilliant. He's the closest thing to Swanee as I've ever seen. Not messing with you, bad. Left foot, right foot, no problem.
What would you say, and this isn't the Hanover thing, right? Because there's been plenty of successful juvenile clubs in Carlow, and I'm sure across the country, that's never transferred, right? So what do you think the formula is to keep a chap? So you're talking about someone who's in the first year youths, they're 16 going on 17, they're out of juvenile setup, they're into the youths game, they finish their youths. How do you keep them?
The conversation is very important, Patch.
Do you think conversation's enough?
Well, sure, what do you offer them, like? You don't offer them anything. First of all, the player has to want to stay.
But if there's a lure from we're going to Barcelona next year, with, you know,
yeah, it's happened many times.
Like
so Mick Dargan spoke on it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did both. Yeah. And that's just an example. I'm not saying this hasn't happened. I'm using it as an example. I've just chalked twice.
Yeah, no, that is like it's like players.
Like is sorry, I keep cutting across you. My mind's 1 mile an hour, right? But is having a conversation with a young lad and saying to him, "I see a bright future for you in this club," enough nowadays to keep a young lad in the club.
It's a conversation, Podge, but it's the way you say it and what you sell to him, which is crucial. Like, you know, like this young that comes up, and I'd often bring him up. Not I've had him in the squad last year, but there's other young lads in the squad, and I'd bring them up in the training sessions, bring them up on a Sunday morning as part of the squad, get used to the boys used to them. And the older lads are brilliant at welcoming them into the club, but skitting them as well if they do anything wrong.
Yeah.
And that's brilliant for them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But they settle in real quick then. And then if one of the younger lads stinging out, one of the older lads with a comment or a nuts in training, whoa! And all of a sudden he's in the group then.
Yeah.
But you have to trust him to say, I'm going to give him 15 minutes here.
Like,
you know, but the conversation is crucial part to say, look, we're not a million miles away. That's why I be telling them, as winning this league, but we're 3 or 4 players short. You're one of the 3 or 4 players. You know, you sell them a project,
like, yeah, I get that.
You have to buy into it
as well. Yeah, I get that as well.
There's other clubs out there.
I think
facilities is one, Podge, as well, which is a plus that other clubs have.
Saturday night games, Friday night games.
Yeah.
It's massive.
You know, it's massive, yeah.
But what I'm going to say to you is this. I don't think that matters if you have an approach where you're making him feel wanted.
Yeah, that's the key.
And you know, it's very easy to say that. I know that's difficult for me to do. I know it's difficult for me to make someone feel wanted in soccer or whatever, because I just don't think I don't think that deep. But like, say you or a Badger or a Billy who was on here before, like, he probably had the skill to. So it doesn't matter if he never put that strap down that pitch. If you have the skill to make a young lad at 16, 17 feel wanted enough to commit to you, that's better than any coaching licence. It's better than any amount of drills, you know. Because at the end of the day, to play the game and to be successful, you need good fucking players.
Of course, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And if you have that skill to be able to knit them in, make them feel wanted, make them feel welcome, and have them buy into the plan, it's half the battle, I'm telling you. I look at Jan down there at Pats. Like because I'm trying to explain, some lads don't need convincing. Some lads just want. Like he's the chap that just wants it.
Yeah.
Like he just wants to play. He just wants to play. He doesn't care. There's a few. Alex Downs is the same. He just wants to play. Ben Cullen is down there. He's the same. These young lads just want to play the game. Do you know what I mean? They don't care about the project or the plan or.
Just keep up.
They want to be successful. Yeah, they want to be successful. I want to play at the best I can. I'm playing for you now. Let's go. I'm here till you don't want me anymore. But it's very hard to get that attitude in lads as well, right?
Of course it is.
You know? Like Graham Delaney be a great example. I know he left or whatever, but for the time you had him, like
sure, he's one of the
Dotsy at Newark.
Yeah, Graham is probably one of the best, if not the best, I've ever coached. Like he's like a great. Like I said, I walked around the golf course at Dotsy, and that's what I do. Like not that I do, but I've great respect for people. But I think people have great respect for me as well as a coach, because Dotsy is my enemy for an hour and a half on a Sunday or a Friday or wherever we played him. But I played golf with Dotsy then on a Sunday, and it's just a bit of crack going around. You know, two lads having a conversation, and it's brilliant. You know, Dotsy's a good example to that, Podge. I think Dotsy is getting better every single year he plays.
Oh, he's 5'9", yeah.
You know, and I was talking to him the other day. I think he said he's 34.
Is he a good golfer?
Dotsy's good, yeah.
Is he a good golfer?
Yeah. He lost a little bit off the tee, but he struggles in for a while.
What do you mean when you say lost a little bit off the tee?
He's just a little bit. He's cutting a little bit left to right. That's all.
Did you fix him?
No.
Do you remember the day you took me out to the back nine? And you had to go see a psychologist after.
No, I fixed you.
You did fix me.
Fixed you for a few holes, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still shy, but.
And then you went berserk again. Yeah. You're like Mick Dundee throwing a boomerang there at one stage.
It's like putting a band-aid over shark bite.
You're making a phone call with a tree wood there at one stage.
Yeah, but I agree with you 100% that you know that type of player, and that's they're rare, as you say, rare as
yeah.
It's time for Two Peas in a Podcast. Podge versus Papa, sponsored by Kelly Auto Repairs.
Talk to me. How are we doing?
8-7, Papa.
I'm winning.
Both of us got the scores right, or sorry, the results
right.
There? Yeah, only 2. We actually only have 1 this week, Pop. Only the 1 game this week. This
is an interesting game, isn't it?
Parkville versus Vale.
Oh, I haven't seen any of them.
On Sunday.
Who's at home?
Parkville are at home.
Jesus.
What are you thinking, Maverick?
I'm going to go Parkville 3.
Here.
Vale 2.
Are you?
Yeah.
Can I ask you on what grounds?
It's in Parkville's grounds.
No, but can I ask you on it's in the county grounds. Can I ask you on why? On what grounds you're making a decision? Or am I allowed to ask?
Yes.
Of course I'm allowed to ask. I make the rules.
I looked at the FEI Connect.
Seen a few players playing for Parkville. Like, he's back.
He's back. I
get that
and I know I wouldn't say that it'd be a closer game if Smithers was playing. If he's back, I don't know. I don't know how long. Someone said 8 or 9 weeks. A few weeks back. I don't know whether he's back. I don't know whether it could be that it's exaggerated comment. I don't know. But he's a big difference for Vale. Vale are good. Vale could turn over Parkville. Anybody can turn over anybody in that league. But
they don't travel well.
Yes, they're harder beaten in the Vale in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Than they are on away grounds.
Parkville owed them 1 from the scutching they got last year as well. Don't forget.
6-1, was it?
Something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It was outrageous anyway. Like Parkville owed them 1. I think it's going to be an extremely even game.
Have you seen Parkville this year?
Yeah, seen him play Pats. Yeah.
Well,
good. Yeah, strong, physical, strong. The same as last year. Like Mitch Kelly, Donald Smithers is back with them. 2 of the Bosches, Jack O'Neill, Killian O'Neill, Sheridan centre half. As I said, your man Kyle Foley's the goalkeeper.
Robbie Byrne playing.
Robbie came on for them. But yeah, I mean they have plenty.
There's goals in them, isn't there?
Yeah, they have plenty. Like,
yeah,
they have plenty. But I'm going to go 2-1 Vale.
Woohoo!
I genuinely think if Vale bring the same applications they brought against, I'm not saying it's because it was Pats, But if Vale play themselves the same way as they play themselves against us,
Okay.
I think they'll be very, very hard bet. I was going to say Desmond.
But you didn't.
No, but I went against it.
Okay.
Because I don't think Park will score many
Vale
goals.
2 final answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Park will score many goals.
Is that that's the only league game, is it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's it. That's the end of that segment. It's 8-7. Any update on what the
No, Shane.
do you know what I was going to say there?
I know your tone of voice was shaky. You were a bit nervous over it.
Speaking of shaky, I'm going over to Supermax after this get burger.
You going training?
Oh yeah, I'm going training as well, but I'll go down. I was late. Sorry, I'm late, lads.
Ketchup sauce all over his mouth.
Yeah, you're going to smell like a hot dog. Lads, that was Chris, how long are we gone? 1 hour. We squeezed an hour over that. Damn, committing fraud. Check fixtures. You might get an hour and a half over.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's good fixtures coming up. Yeah.
Tomorrow night, Dublin versus Ballymurphy down in Pats. 35's Division 3 Cup final at 8 o'clock.
I'd love to. I can't go down to it.
I can't get to it myself.
With the 35 with the Cup final Saturday, but that's
small little game against a big team on Saturday. You have
Yeah, easy. Yeah. Who's the small team, Podge?
Hanover.
Okay.
Joking. Awkward silence. That's tomorrow night. Junior Cup, Park Celtic.
Oh yeah.
Go on. What are you going to say there?
No, just that'll be a good game.
Park and Celtic and Walk.
No, the
35s.
The Dolman and
all fours, sure.
Dolman and Ballymurphy. Yeah.
All
Replay
fours.
last year's cup final, isn't it?
And Dolman on for a double.
Dolman on for a double. That's right.
Won the league.
Yeah.
On for a double.
335 teams going for a double.
Is there Usher here?
And
Usher Pats are
Collection,
going for one as well. Yeah. Usher Pats could win 2 cups.
Yeah, but a double Podge is not 2 cups, is it?
Why isn't it? It doesn't mean. What's the definition of the word double? Like, it doesn't have to be a league and a cup.
Cup double.
So if you got a double burger, do you know what I mean? It's a double. It doesn't. But I'm just saying everything. Listen, everything is fucking food, brother. Right? Everything goes back.
You're
to
making
food.
up stories.
I'm not making up stories. Sure, double is a double.
A double is not. A double is 2 cups, like the Rumbelows Cup and the FA Cup.
Sure, it's a double.
Is that a double?
Hey, Liverpool fan, you won the Mickey Mouse treble there about 19 years ago. What you win? The Avamore Dairies Championship.
You're only as good as your last game.
Do you know what I mean? You like that? That was a treble. That was a treble. It's just it's a double. If you win 2 cups, it's a double. Doesn't matter what it is.
No, okay.
No, there's a league and cup double. I get that. So if you had said that,
that's the real double.
There's a couple of teams on for a league and cup double, you wouldn't be having this argument.
Well, I'll put it this way. I'll finish the conversation on this.
Yeah.
The league and cup double, right, is the Mercedes version.
Okay.
The cup double is the Lada version. So we left it so after that.
Hey, Lada is a quality car. It's a quality car. What, Romanian, is it, or something? They're quality.
Hungarian.
Yeah. They're, anyway.
It'll be a good game. I don't know who that could go either way. It's hard to predict that.
Yeah, it'll be tight. It'll be a tight match. On the Friday night, Park Celtic versus Newark.
I don't know what about Park.
I think they're Leinster Senior League, Papa.
Are they? Yeah. We've the Oscar trainers.
It couldn't be Leinster Senior League if it's Junior Cup, though, right? This is their second team, or that?
Could be. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll do their homework anyway, and Newark is, I think, every team that plays them do, to be fair. So I'd say that'll be a good game as well. It's unlucky to get a team up in Dublin early in the Leinster Junior Cup, really, isn't it? Was it round 2 or round 3, whatever it is anyway?
Friday night game as well.
Yeah. In the Ladies League on the Friday night as well, Vale Wanderers versus New Park.
We must do that, Podge. Go and look at a few ladies' games.
Vale Wanderers are reigning Kilkenny champions back in Carlow. I think New Park were runners up in Kilkenny last year, and they're also in Carlow again.
Right.
So it'll be good. It'll be a good game. Yeah, we must definitely get to a few of them. Absolutely. In the Youths Division 1, Collection versus Crittiyard. These are obviously on the Saturday. Collection versus Crittiyard, Feix versus Hanover, and Joseph's versus Burn Celtic. In the Division 2, Bagnallstown B versus St Patrick's Boys. Ballymurphy Celtic versus St Joseph's B. Joseph's 2 Youths team. Oh. And Newark versus Vale Wanderers in that division also, Division 2. The big one on Saturday, or one of the big ones on Saturday, is St Pat's versus Hanover in the 35s Divisional Cup Final. Big good game, Pop.
Be a great game, yeah. Home advantage, but sure, it doesn't make a difference, does it?
I don't think so. I think as you mentioned before, it's the venue, isn't it?
It's in my opinion, it's the best venue for a cup final. Collection have done well. Collection's really nice as well, but it's just because it's in the town. It's just something that's in the town, yeah. And then the Collection put on their music, Pat's put on their music. It feels like a carnival atmosphere. Yeah. But it's just that you can walk to it.
Yeah,
it's just I don't know what it is. It's just a town thing. I
get it. But, I do get it.
It's a good venue for it. It'll be a good game. Yeah, it'll be good football in it, I think.
Yeah,
both players on there's players on both teams that can do a lot of damage if you give them room.
Hanover favourites? Must be from the league.
Have to be after winning the league, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
In then Division 2, Bagnallstown versus Collection.
Hopefully it's not repeated last week.
We didn't mention that, did we?
No, you forgot.
I don't know what went on there, Papa.
No, what we can talk about now?
I heard that Collection walked off the field. I'm lying. I won't say I was heard. I was told that after a player was sent off for Collection.
Second player sent off.
Okay.
And then I was told.
And the score was 1-0 at time with Bagnallstown, right?
Yeah, I was told that they were down to 10 men at half time and Bagnallstown was winning 1-0.
Okay.
And then there was a lot of talk, if you want to call it, or abuse. Back out at half time. And I think it was a second yellow, but it was second player being sent off.
Okay.
For Collection. And whatever happened, most of the players decided to leave the field. I believe there was 3 or 4 lads who weren't happy with the other Collection players leaving the field that left it. If it's lies and telling you, it's lies and told. It was a terrible way for a semi-final to go after they won the league. Bagnallstown has obviously been their biggest rivals all year.
Yeah.
They've pipped them in the league. They have them in a semi-final. So I presume...
Of the Carlow Cup?
I presume it's Pat's Bagnallstown final now. But Bagnallstown obviously got the game.
Okay.
I presume so. You can't walk off the field and expect to get a replay, can you? Or can you?
I wouldn't think so.
I wouldn't think so.
Well, if the ref blew the final whistle...
Well, I think the referee's decision was final. They walked off the field. I'm not sure what the outcome of it is. Well, I haven't heard of the outcome.
To be fair, and it might sound like that I'm having a go at Collection, I'm genuinely not.
No, either am I.
But for any club, regardless of... Look, I've been in games where I've had 3 lads sent off.
Yeah.
And you'd love to pull lads off the field.
Yeah.
But you just can't do it.
No.
It's just a no-no.
No.
You don't do it. You don't walk off the field.
Look, it happened to be last year, Podge. Our last game of the year, we were like playing you walk away, which is an unbelievable hard game. 2 sent off.
Yeah.
Letting in goals in, like, you may just dig in there and accept it.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
But the last thing you do is walk off the field.
Mm.
You know, it's not nice, and you can't give out the lads for not trying. They are trying, but they're up against a top class team with 11. It's hard to beat them with 11.
Yeah.
How are you going to beat them with 9?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Then you're conceding goals and messing around with the ball.
Is it because of the semi-final? Maybe emotions high and
it was just
disappointed, and
yeah. It's
but if the game is as of, I should have asked clarification of Brian this morning, but never thought of it.
Yeah.
But if the game is as the result stands now, a Bagnallstown win, that obviously means then the red cards stand for them players.
Yeah. I believe it was the goalkeeper and one of the attackers.
Okay.
Was sent off. I think the attacker was a straight red.
That chap doesn't go for the first team as well, does he? That goalkeeper. Okay.
Yeah. And the goalkeeper was a second yellow.
Right.
Now, I don't know I know the red card is definitely...
It's a dog's eye, was it?
Yeah, a dog's eye, yeah. I know the red card is definite suspension. But I don't know whether you can miss a cup final over 2 yellow cards.
I don't...
Or maybe you'll come...
There is a grey area there. Someone tell us what there's a grey...
No, I'm wrong, I think... Do you know the way you get 4 yellow cards?
Did Robbie Kane miss cup final on accumulation yellow cards last year?
No, it was just... That was 4 sent off down in Collection, or not...
Oh, that's right.
New Walk and Bagnallstown that time. But he
from the league match.
He got his games, but the way New Walk were in outside competitions, were able to use them as part of the games for the lads that was missing.
Yeah.
So they come back to the cup final.
Gotcha.
Robbie missed the last one.
Gotcha. Look, whatever it is, anyway, it's not a nice thing to happen to walk off the field. I just hope it gets sorted and they can move on, because they have a big game to play there on Saturday, and I'm sure it'll be a queer tasty affair.
It'll be fiery, I'd say.
Yeah.
You can only imagine it be, because I seen hearsay is that it was fiery.
Yeah.
Like Bagnallstown, I think we're up for it because they felt they were hard done by the league, with the games being taking the points off and whatever. But that's the way the system goes. There's nothing you can do. It happened to us the year before that, or last year as well.
Yeah.
It's hard to accept. We just have to accept it.
Yeah.
That's it. So that game will be a right good game on Saturday as well.
And then moving on, then Pats are playing Camolan in...
Where are they, Podge?
They're Wexford, Papa. It's a 7:30 kick-off. They're in Wexford. I think they're Division 1 or Division 2 in Wexford. I don't know anything about them, to be honest, Pop. I got word today from lads I know in Wexford, told me that they're okay.
Right.
They wouldn't be great, but they're okay. But I also got word that same old story, they're waiting on a few to come back, and if they travel if they're travelling to you on a Saturday night, they're not travelling with nothing, basically.
Yeah.
Right? And that makes sense.
To have 15 or 16,
that makes sense.
This is the squad here.
Yeah, they're travelling.
Get you, yeah.
The Girls 18s League, they're Sunday or Saturday, is it? It is Saturday. Man alive. I'm bringing a laptop for this. And Ballymurphy versus Nurney in the 18s Youths Ladies League, and Viix versus Vale Wanderers. The only Premier Division game as discussed. Oh no. Burn Celtic are playing Bagnallstown in the Premier.
Saturday night.
Yeah. How do we miss that, Poppy? Burn Celtic versus Bagnallstown, eh? We'll go back to Podge versus Poppy. We'll finish it up. What do you think, Bob? Pop?
Bagnallstown.
How did I miss that? Yeah, you may take control of all this, man. I'm messing this up, fucking.
Bagnallstown, or I didn't see Bagnallstown yet.
I'm going to do mine straight away anyway.
Burn Celtic will have a couple more players back, I think, Sunday or Saturday.
If they're in outside competitions, if that junior A goes outside,
it is outside.
Yeah, but it depends on how long they have.
Right.
So I don't know if the lads will be back. So I'm going to go 3-0 Bagnallstown.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Train Bagnallstown.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, talk to me.
I'm going to go for a 2-1 Ballon. I have to go against you because if I get the right result,
we've gone against each other twice.
Yeah, but I'm doing it on purpose.
Yeah, but if I get them two right, you got them wrong.
I was going to go for a 2-2, as you call it.
Desmond. Yeah. If I get both the results right this week and we get them wrong, I'm going ahead of you. You understand that, don't you?
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? 2 was 4,
brother. My grandmother had wheels, she'd be a bike.
Yeah. And then in Division 1 on a Saturday night, Vale B are playing Dolman A. That'll be a good game as well, by the way. And in the LFA Junior Cup on Sunday, Newbridge versus Hanover. Papa, talk to me.
Yeah, sure. Look, we'll give a few players starts on Sunday. I mightn't be fresh Sunday. Look, it's like you said, it's a great chance to give lads a start in the game. And we'll travel with a good squad. Yeah, but there'll be a few changes, and we'll see what happens. I don't know whether I don't think it's Newbridge's best team, but Newbridge are well respected.
Doesn't matter.
No, well respected club, and it's nice to get a
station road.
They'll
be on the Astro or on the pitch, do you know?
Don't know yet.
Critty Yard versus Shamrock Rovers. You'll know during the week.
Yeah, I'll make a phone call. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you need to get on the grass there, should I play on the stand and all that?
Right,
yeah. Be nice. Critty Yard versus Shamrock Rovers of Enniscorthy. That'll be a good game. Shamrock Rovers are going well. I know they were better at the weekend, but they're not a bad side.
Critty Yard at home there.
Yeah.
Right.
Cleston travelling down to New Ross Celtic. Wouldn't be a bad side either. Callan and Viix.
Callan
aren't bad, but I probably couldn't look past Viix in that one, to be honest with you. As we discussed, Parkville versus Vale Wanderers on the Sunday also in Parkville. In the Division 1, Ballymurphy versus Slaney, Mill Celtic versus Pats Boys B. In Division 2, Parkville B versus Ballinglass Town, Viix B versus Castle Rangers, Noak B versus Dolman B. Derby game there. 5 more pop. Ballymurphy B versus St. Joseph's Division 3. Same division, Burn Celtic B versus Bagnallstown B. And Hanover Hearts B versus Clesham. That Division 3 is actually nearly just a B.
B's, yeah. Well, you like to see it down the bottom of my page, don't you?
Well, I've said this every other episode. The reserve division, I think, is the way to go. Stops that 3 games nonsense and all that crack. And then in the Ladies League on the Sunday, Nurney Villa versus Mill Celtic and Parkville versus Critty Yard, Papa. I do sincerely apologise about that mix-up of Podge versus Papa. I don't expect Chris to do 2 intros and 2 editings for that, so take it as it is. Lads, that's it for this week. As I said, it's a nice short one, more of a preview of what we're going to do on Friday, and just a break from the guests, and it's just me and Papa and you guys.
Yeah, and roll on Friday.
The support is absolutely fantastic. Thanks again for the support, and the Buy Me a Coffee is brilliant. If you want to continue to support us,
please do so. Yeah,
please do so. Again, we do look forward to Friday night. If you got a ticket, thanks very much, and we'll definitely see you there, as Papa said.
It'll be very, very down to earth.
Just to reiterate, lads, it's ticket only. You can't walk up and rock in the door because I don't know, Papa. Some lads still might think they can rock up and go. You can't.
Around the door,
it's sold out, lads, for health and safety reasons.
Yeah, well, that's what it is.
It's sold out.
We
so
spoke to the people who's over the venue, and they told us that's the max.
Yeah,
you know.
So as always, lads,
we got to go with them.
It's not my podcast.
It's not my podcast.
It's your podcast. It's Carlos Hawker's podcast. Thanks very much and good luck.
Over and out.
Brilliant, Poppy.
Thank you, sir.
I enjoyed that. That was nice. The ramblings of two madmen, wasn't it?
That's full time on this episode of the How Is He podcast. Available on all podcasting platforms. Find us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter/X. Proudly sponsored by Curra Sports. For more information, contact Shane@currasports.com or check out their website, currasports.com.